I'm like your number one fan, number one fan, number one fan. Na, 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 na.
Hey everybody, what's up? You're watching Makeup Rules with me, the Real King Bob. Bring out the plaid, because fall is officially here. So fall literally just arrived, and I already have some favorite products. These products not only are my favorite now, but I feel like they're really gonna take me through fall. I know my skin, the way it reacts, and how comfortable I want it to be, and how I want it to look. And these few products I'm going to mention are probably gonna be your fall favorites as well. Yes, if you're wondering, my eye color is different. These are the DESIO lens in the color Cappuccino from their coffee collection. You can check them out in the link below. Alright, I'm gonna make this super fast and super brief. I'm gonna run through these products super quick. I'm gonna say super probably a ton of times. If you are interested in any of the products that I'm mentioning, check them out in the links below. Alright, to start off, in the fall, I really don't have a set skincare routine. I know my skin is super combination depending on the weather, and right now for the fall, I try to minimize as much skincare as I do. Sometimes when I over fix anything that's going on with my skin, I tend to break out, become very sensitive to things, especially around this time. My allergies are killer. So what I like to do, cleanse my face. If I have makeup on, I will go ahead and use this bad boy right here from Clinique. It's Take the Day Off. This will break down and remove any makeup. Then go ahead with your regular cleanser. So then to start off, I don't do a moisturizer, a serum, anything like that. I do use this, which is the STILA One-Step Primer. This STILA One-Step Correct Primer has everything that you need. It will hydrate where needed, control oil where needed. It has 3 colors to reduce redness, even skin tone, and brighten. It will smooth over fine lines and wrinkles. It'll help with pores. If I didn't say it already, it'll control oil. It has a youth revival complex built into it too to protect your skin against free radicals and environments which cause aging. Rises up from the bottom, so you literally get every bit that you need. So you're never cutting open the packaging trying to dig out the last bit. And it by far will act as a glue stick to lock your foundation on as well, keep you less shiny. It is by far like the ultimate in primers. My absolute favorite. I've been using it for years now and I will not change it, but definitely in the fall this is my go-to. As far as anything that I use skincare wise, I really keep it super simple and just do this to help prime and prep my skin. Now next I literally jump into my second favorite item for the fall, especially is the Fix Plus from MAC. I just give it, well, unlock it first and then just give yourself a few little sprays before you go ahead and apply your makeup. To start applying my makeup, of course, I use these guys here, which are my absolute favorite. I got the black and the, I think it was tan. I don't think it was the cream one. I think it was tan. It's just not. If it was the cream one, it was this dirty. That's gross. But anyway, I got these beauty blenders here, which are the legit original beauty blenders. By far my absolute favorite. I was so anti-beauty blender for the longest time, and then when I actually learned how to properly use them, I fell in love with them. So make sure whenever you are using your beauty blender, run them under the sink for a minute, squeeze them out, and then what I like to do is hit it with 2 little spritzes of my Fix Plus, let it sit for a minute, and then go ahead and apply the foundation onto the top of the beauty blender, which will probably look more like this, being that I just use this one. It is still a little bit damp, so it's a little bit larger. You can see this is still a little bit, like pretty much how it comes, and this is how it looks when you're using it. But give it those 2 spritz, kind of let it sit a minute, put a tiny, like less than a pea-sized amount of foundation on here, and then blah, 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 pat away on your face, and it will look flawless, pretty much. Now the foundation I'm using, I'm absolutely going to purchase it. It is the Lancome Tantidal. That's how you pronounce it. I don't really know. I don't speak French, and if it's not French, Italian, I have no idea. But regardless, I have a sample here. My shade is shade number 220. I tried a couple different shades to see where I wanted to be, where I was going. I feel like this one works the best for me because I am a little bit more on the fair to light neutral side. Depending on the seasons, I can get a little golden. but typically I do have more of like a neutral undertone. So this 220 works absolutely perfect for me, and surprisingly still gives me a little bit color, so I don't look completely washed out. I feel like if I went with like my true face color, I would look like Casper. Definitely love this. It is an all-day, long-wear, amazing foundation. I like something that I can touch my face and I don't have to worry about it budging, smudging, transferring, anything like that. And this by far is one of the best as far as not moving, but still looking like skin and still feeling really comfortable on. I typically don't even set it, but I've been getting into a little bit more routine because I noticed halfway through the day I do get a little hot, I do get a little shiny. So even though this does stay on and doesn't budge, I still will get a little shiny where I don't want to be. So I will set it now for the fall with two things that I'll show you right now. So to set my foundation, I will use this, which is the Chanel Loose Powder in, well, it says Natural 3, Translucent 2. All three shades are essentially translucent. You don't get a lot of color coverage, but if you are a little bit deeper, I would go with the third one. This one here is right in the middle, so it does give me a little color. Kind of, not really. It is pretty much translucent. Has a cute little powder puff here. Most people I see tap it into the lid, but the way that these are designed, if you just like pat it in here, you will get product regardless. So even if this is sitting and there's no powder inside the pan, if you just pat it like that, powder does get on here, so you can go like that. Because a lot of times when you start dipping in here, it blows all over the place. You end up wasting some of it. You're trying to like dig around in the corners, trying to like get the last of the powder. But honestly, pat, pat, boom, 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 stamp it all over your face. This makes you look airbrushed. This will lock your foundation on and blur your skin and give you an amazing complexion. I've used this with some cheaper foundations. I've used this with the L'Oreal foundations. I've used this with the Born This Way foundation. I've used it even by itself and had somebody say, what foundation do you have on because your skin looks flawless? Well, maybe it was just my skin that looked really good that day, but this honestly just kind of was that little bit extra. Sometimes I just do the primer with this translucent powder and my skin just looks super natural, really clean, and really smooth. So you can always try that out too. And once I'm done with the foundation, we cannot forget highlighter. And I've been obsessed with a lot of different highlighters recently. I have a million highlighters. And by far right now, two of my favorites are actually the LORAC highlighters. This is in the color Starlight. Which is essentially like a neutral gold. Well, I have it on right now, but it's amazing. I do have all the colors. I do like this one just to kind of give me a little some color. For the fall though, I do like something with a little bit more gold. I have the pink one, the Daylight, which I think is the pink one. But I've been really liking the Starlight because it's not like a gold, super gold, but it is really pretty. Another highlighter that I'll put on, which I'll use as essentially like a cheek color slash highlighter, is from JEFFREE Star. It's the Skin Frost and Peach Goddess. Amazing color. Gives you a little bit of tint on your skin if you're on the fair side, without being too orange or too bronze or anything like that. It gives you a nice little like pinky blush, as well as that really amazing kind of gold shimmer. It's essentially like a diluted version of NARS Orgasm in a highlighter version, and it's stunning. It works essentially for most or every skin tone, but it is a beautiful thing. Okay, right now also for fall, I have been trying to grow my brows a little bit thicker. I have plucked the bottom a little bit too much, I felt like. So now I let all my natural brow grow in. And the bottom section from removing hair for so long can be a little sparse, but I still like the hair that's there. So what I did was I took my Anastasia pencil in the perfect, however you want to say it, perfect brow pencil, in the color dark brown, and this I've had for quite a while now, and I started using it recently, and by far, like out of all the Anastasia products, this really holds up. I sharpened it once recently. You can get weeks out of just that little tip on there. So for people who use I keep spitting, but for people who use the Brow Wiz and burn through it every 2 weeks, that's insane when you can go with this traditional pencil and it will last you so long. And all I really do is just go across the bottom underneath where all that hair is really sparse and starting to grow in, and I just deepen it up. And then what I do is at an angle, I just pull in and mimic little hairs with this, and then literally just soften the crap out of it and comb it over, and voila, you have a nice brow. I just think a thicker brow looks a little bit better on me, especially now with my hair being shorter and whatnot. I liking the brow, liking my bushy brow. And then just to finish off my face, I do have a little discoloration on my lids, allergies, different things like that. You get like a little purple and stuff like that. I like to use this here, which is the PERRICONE MD No Eyeshadow. This, very concentrated, little dab on the lid, pat it in, just stays all day, doesn't budge. It would work as a really nice primer too, it doesn't crease. Just evens your skin tone out on your lid. Does have like a minute amount of pearl, maybe shimmer in it, but it's very, very diluted with this matte cream, just to kind of even out your lid and just make everything look a little bit more natural. Do absolutely love it. And it's small, but it lasts a really long time. Again, for like my fresh face, kind of fall look and routine, that again is one of my favorite products. And like I said in the video earlier, I do like to finish everything that I do with some MAC Fix Plus. I don't know if it's just because I love the smell of it, but this is by far my favorite thing. I guess you could say I can go Jeffree Star on the Fix Plus and literally go crazy and just spray the heck out of myself, just because of how much I absolutely love it. It really holds up well, so I'm gonna stick with it. I know that was a lot of information really fast, but like I said, check below for anything that I mentioned in the video if you are interested. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for next week's episode of Makeup Rules with me, The Real King Bob. And don't forget to subscribe to WOW Presents. Rigorously tested and hypoallergenic, proven to be sensitive on the lips. I love it.